What's happening, Night God family? Boy, do I have some TikToks that are going to blow your mind today. This first one, I had never heard this theory before, and it was absolutely mind-blowing. It's supposedly Dwight D. Eisenhower and how he met with aliens. Basically, how they coerced him into signing the contract, agreeing to allowing Greys to abduct and experiment on humans. Check it out. Check it out.
I can't do it.
Press the tip onto the paper and move your hand to make a signature.
It's not about a signature. It's condemning thousands of Americans to torture, for one. So we can get our hands on some technology.
You'd rather the Soviet Union get their hands on some technology? Stupid fool.
It's pointless. You could take what you want, we wouldn't be able to stop you. Why do you need a signature?
Because if you go back on our agreement, we will need your signature when we appeal to the American people.
That's blackmail. That's treason, and I won't do it.
You won't sign to help your fellow citizens. Maybe you'll sign to help your insipid wife. You can either put ink to paper or spend days wiping brain matter from the walls.
Sir! Sir! You sons of bitches. I said let her go!
So as I said, absolutely mind-blowing. And the woman in the video is actually Dwight D. Eisenhower's wife. And throughout the series of American Horror Story, she's actually possessed or taken over by an extraterrestrial entity throughout quite a bit of the season. And it makes you wonder, could that be true? Was she essentially a big part of the negotiations and the talking to extraterrestrials during Dwight D. Eisenhower's presidential tenure? In this next video, you'll see a biker who's riding through the woods at night and something starts screaming at him. He is sick on the trails. I don't think anything could catch him anyway, but you can hear as he's going, the screams get further and further away. A lot of people are saying it's possibly just a cougar, or a lot of people are saying it's possibly a Wendigo. You never know. Take a look. Let me know what you think. And this next one, I've seen floating around the internet for a very long time. Allegedly, this gentleman decided to explore about 10 miles of tunnels. Then he came upon this tunnel, most likely a washout of some sort. But as he's walking into the tunnel, you see these creatures, and one of them even pops out, almost looking like he's on all fours. I tried to clear the picture up, but you just can't get a good look at it. Nevertheless, pay attention to the water splashing beneath the creature's feet that kind of jumps out and then jumps back. Watch the water.
There it is. This is my first time doing something like this.
Would you guys continue to chase those things? If yes, then you're braver than me. Only way I would, I'd have to have some firepower.
Crazy stuff, right? You can see the water splash as he's running back behind the tunnel wall. That tells me chances are this is an authentic video, y'all. It's pretty hard to digitally enhance that specific detail, especially at that lighting and that grain. Very, very peculiar. Definitely some weird creatures. They seemed more scared of him than he was of them. But were those rakes or were those like Wendigos? What do you guys think? In the next video, you'll see a gentleman walking through his private property. It looks like grass field. Then suddenly he hears something underground and begins to feel something shake at his feet. You can blatantly hear something what seems to be boring through the ground. This anomaly has been happening in rural areas. Another anomaly that's been taking place is shaking fences. It's very odd. The fence will just be shaking profusely, almost as if a magnet or something's influencing it. But what do you guys think is going on here? I mean, who would be boring on his property without his notice or without him knowing? It seems very odd. It definitely seems like some interesting activity. Check it out.
I have no idea what's going on, but listen to this. There's something under the ground, and it sounds like it's about to bust out. Holy crap. It's over here in the field.
Crazy stuff, right? Do you think they're building dumps all over the place or high-speed rails, tunnels, maglev trains? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. In this next video, I want you to take a look at what's floating in the sky in thermal California. This isn't the first time we've seen this entity seemingly just floating or flying through the sky with no sort of attached string for a kite or any sort of, drone or anything like that. And it's always the same entity. It reminds me of the Sentinels on the Matrix. It looks just like them, but more ether, not so much robot or AI. But very peculiar creatures or whatever they may be. Do you guys think it's a kite? Do you think it's a creature? I mean, I've seen it so many times that it's hard to say that it's not some sort of entity floating through the sky. Check it out.
It's like, that is the weirdest thing.
Keep driving.
Is it a drone? What?
Can you keep driving? It looks like an alien.
Weird stuff, right? It almost looks like an octopus, but black, floating through the sky. It stays intact. It's not like it dissipates or anything like that. It seems to move. It doesn't stay stationary like a kite would. Weird stuff. Is it black goo? Is it ether? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. In this next video, you're going to see a Middle Eastern gentleman investigating an abandoned building when suddenly he comes upon something super creepy. Check it out.
يا ملعون يا لعين ماذا بك أيها اللعين ماذا بك أيها اللعين شو ماله هذا اللعين إيش مالك عصبت يعني قل لي عصبت يعني شكل الشيطان دخل فيه. الشيطان هذا اللي قاعد بيتحكم فيه. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل ربي إني أعوذ بك من همزات الشياطين. قل ربي إني أعوذ بك من همزات الشياطين. قل ربي إني أعوذ بك من همزات الشياطين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل أعوذ برب الفلق من شر ما خلق ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب ومن شر النفاثات في العقد ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد. بسم الله الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء وهو السميع العليم. حصنت نفسي بلا إله إلا الله. يا إخوان خليني أطلع من هون، أنا أحسن لي، لأنه هذا شكل الشيطان بتحكم فيه رسمي الشيطان بتحكم فيه. أعوذ بالله منك يا منجوس يا نجوس يا فلعون يا ملعون. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء.
Crazy stuff, right? It was literally walking backwards towards him. I don't know if you noticed that, but it turned around, jumped over the candles, and walked backwards. Very creepy, and its movement was odd. It definitely screamed jinn or some sort of demonic entity. Then we got to talk real quick about Elon Musk. Not the whole thing with the Roman whatever, but this next video. Check it out.
I heard him wear either a hat or a coat or a dress today, so it's a big deal for Adam Lippis, who made the coat, and Eric Devitz, who made that hat.
Standing next to her son Barron, who now attends NYU, instrumental in his father's campaign. Many say he would like a larger political role. Not entirely sure if Mom wants that to happen, but she did say, I raised Barron to be his own man.
Does he not seem like he's acting really weird in that video? He almost seems like he's looking at you through the camera, like he knows whoever was recording that video is doing it. Very creepy to say the least. Do you guys think he's like a hybrid or something? Because the way he looked at that screen, it's like he was looking right through the girl recording that video. And lastly, I'm going to leave you with a little teaser for the upcoming Navigator Who Crossed the Ice Wall series. This was found in old ancient text on a Navy ship, and the captain was bestowed with this information, but he passes away. A long story, a very cool story. I'm definitely going to tell you guys. It's just going to take a little longer, but check out this teaser, and I want you to know what you think afterwards. And in the lands of Tartary, where giants dwelled among the sons of men, the streets resonated like hymns of praise, and the rain, like heavenly manna, fell upon ancient stones. Children danced barefoot, their laughter like streams winding through tall mountains, while the elders, with deep gazes and ancient knowledge, deciphered scrolls that spoke of forgotten ages and sealed secrets. The Anakim, giants in orange robes, walking steadfastly, their beards gleaming like bronze under luminous skies. Their glory shines even now from afar, when they walked among us like shepherds among their flock, guardians of lost wisdom. And on stormy nights, when the skies roared like trumpets of judgment, lightning rose like dancing luminaries, weaving fiery paths that fed the crown crystals of the towers. The lights descended upon streets pearled with rain, and the inhabitants, moved by reverent wonder, emerged from their dwellings to witness the eternal covenant. It was a divine concert between the created and the eternal. O glory of creation, seeking in the ethereal sky what lies so close, a testament to the alliance between earth and the heavens, that no profane hand could shatter. In the lands of Tartary, energy not a slave nor servile, but an ally and guide, and the skies, far from being oppressive walls, were open portals to the mysteries of eternity, to the oceans above watching over our growth. In days long sealed, where time would stream, a boundless river, an endless dream. The skies would sing, and giants strode, with Anakim men shared the road. The crystal towers, ether bright, reflected heaven's immortal light. The storms would dance, alive aware, the Creator's whisper filled the air. But shadows crept, both dark and proud, with iron rule and lies avowed. Tartary fell, its glory chained, its people broken, their freedom stained. The custodians came with hands unclean, extinguished light, erased the scene. The empire once by heavens known was cast to the pages, left alone. Yet echoes of its glory ring, within the just its song takes wing, and Tartary's tune shall rise some day, a judgment, redemption, a beauty's sway. Now, wasn't that a crazy poem? What's even crazier, though, guys, is in the documents that this, I guess you could call whistleblower, shared with our author here, Claudio Nocelli. You're going to love that series. The Highest Scrolls, unprecedented, unfounded, and I guarantee you ain't heard of it. So stay tuned for that. It's coming up real quick. I hope you enjoyed this video compilation. I'm going to throw these in once in a while just to keep the videos flowing for you guys and keep you all entertained. So stay in the love, stay in the light, be kind to others. I'll be back soon. I'm out.